All right, hello and welcome to Mr. S's math class. This is for pre-calculus, my period 4 students. So here we go. Um, if you still have questions about 4.3, we can talk when we meet tomorrow. This one is for 4.4, so you start looking at 4.4, check out the homework and stuff. So that's the homework list. Okay, so your 4.4 will have trigonometry functions of any angles. That's your title. All right, let's move forward. Skip this page. All right, this is how it works. They're gonna ask you to kind of get used to the idea of using your unit circles and get the values. So if you see something like this right here, they are asking you to find the sine, which is your y. So just remember that. If you hear the word sine, that's a y function, or the y coordinate point. So they are asking you to find the coordinate point. So let me write that in English, if I could. So that's basically what the question was. The coordinate point, the y, I would say. So I'm just gonna sneak in the y there. Coordinate point at 5 pi over 3. So you just trace your fingers around and go and touch your 5 pi over 3 if you can find it. So right about there's your 5 pi over 3 on your unit circle. The y is that number. So that number is the coordinate point. So that's negative, right? You see the negative? If you actually take your root of 3 divided by 2, that should be negative 0.866 right here. So if you draw a line from here to here and make a triangle out of it, this point right here on the y coordinate, go down there, that should be negative 0.866. But we don't write negative 0.866 because that decimal point is not as accurate as your negative root 3 over 2. So you write that. That's all. Okay? So sine is the y coordinate at the angle that's given in there. So this is the angle. So angle, right? I put theta there. And this is the y because of the sine. Hope that's clear. We'll look at another one here. So I'll make short videos and I'll just move on and make more videos for your classes, for your group. All right, so here we go. So what does that mean? They ask you to find the x coordinate point at 5 pi over 3. That's basically what that is. So the x coordinate point, if you look at this right here, is supposed to be 1/2, right? So that 1/2 here came from the x value that goes this way. It's about halfway to the 1. So that's basically what that is. And again, if you actually have to write the words out in English, it will be something like this. What is the x value or coordinate point at the angle, right? 5 pi over 3. That is the simplest way to explain that, or to kind of read the question. Okay, I know people will say cosine of 5 pi over 3, but what does that mean? It means the x value. So that value is about halfway there. That's why you see the 1/2 down there. So the answer is just 1/2. The end of the story. Okay. All right, so let me check the time. That's about 4 minutes in. What about the business of tangent at 5 pi over 4? Now, tangent is supposed to be your sine over cosine at that angle. So if I put the angle 5 pi over 4 here, all right, I should put 5 pi over 4 here down in the bottom as well. So we're looking for the value on the sine divided by the value on the cosine at that same angle. So the angle 5 pi over 4. So first you have to kind of trace your fingers around and get to 5 pi over 4, which is right there. And then you just have to put these two numbers on top of each other. which number is the y, the back number is the y, which number is the x, the front number is the x. Because the y is the sine, the front is the cosine. So to solve this problem, to simplify it, you just have to take the back number, which is your y, divide by the front number right here. If you divide that out, that should get you a 1. Doesn't matter how it goes. It's the same number, divide by the same number. It will get you a positive 1 because the negatives divide by the negatives. Okay? You may want to pause the video and try to digest that for a little bit. All right, I'm going to cut this video short. So I'm going to go through the secant, cosecant, and the cotangent in just a minute. Okay, but I need to reset the video. All right, goodbye for now.